या धरती आसमां, घूम के आ जाओ तुम सारा जहां। धरती के कण-कण से आकाश की ऊंचाई तक, विज्ञान ही विज्ञान है समुद्र की गहराई तक। To begin with, firstly, I would like to request HOD of Chemistry, Professor Viswarup Pathak sir, to address today's program. Please welcome Professor Viswarup Pathak.
Thank you, Rina, and the outreach team and the students, participants. So I'm extremely honored to have such a great opportunity to speak before you all about the National Science Day. As you all know, National Science Day is celebrated in India on 28th February each year to make the discovery of the Raman Effect by Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman on 28th February. So the discovery happened on 28th February. Now, Raman actually laid an experiment with another physicist who also must be acknowledged on this great day, K.S. Krishnan, on the scattering of light. I'm sure many of you have studied about the light properties, but what scattering of light can do, this is all about Raman effect. Actually, Raman effect explains, in simple words, the effect on the scattering of light when passing through different materials. Raman effect helps very simple, natural phenomenon like appearance of blue sky, advances sunrise, and delayed sunset. And these are very much natural phenomena which can be explained based on the Raman effect. There are a lot of things we can do using Raman effect, but these are the very much the natural one. It also explains the appearance of red sky during sunrise and sunset. So for this discovery, Sir C.V. Raman was awarded Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930. Now, what is the objective? I mean, why we celebrate National Science Day? It is like any others. I mean, like we celebrate festivals, right? Why we celebrate festivals? We celebrate festival to know the culture, to know the people, and to enjoy, right? So the main objective of, similarly, the main objective of celebrating National Science Day is to spread message about the importance of science used in the daily life of the people. On this day of science, we expect to inspire millions of students through lectures, scientific discussions, models, scientific displays to take science for the good use of it and contribute to the progress of our country and the world. To create awareness among the people about science and to explain the importance of science for the coming generation. Through display of all the activities, efforts, and achievements in the field of science for human welfare, it is celebrated to discuss all the issues and implement new technologies for the development in the field of science. To give an also, these are the object, to give an opportunity to the scientific-minded citizens of India to encourage the people as well as popularize science and technology. So we are here actually to inspire you all to take the science, also request you all to inspire others. Now, this year, like the organizer said, that this year's theme is actually integrated approach in science and technology for a sustainable future. So this is the objective actually for the scientists like us to work in a objective and focused direction. With that, I thank you all for your patience and listening us. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and motivating words. To begin the program, firstly, I would like to invite all the participating schools, Army Public School, Sikai School number 2, the Millennium Public School, Sikai School number 3. So, that's Kendriya Vidyalaya, that IIT Indore. So, खोज और खोजकर्ता भविष्य के प्रवक्ता जिनकी क्षमताओं को कोई नहीं हरा सकता लेकर आ रहे हैं अपने प्रयोगों को सम्मुख जिन पर विचार करेंगे प्रयोगों के प्रमुख. To this context, I would like to call Ms. Jayashri, PhD scholar, to proceed the program with model competition, and I would request Dr. CV sir, Professor Rajesh sir, and Dr. Tridip Kumar Sharma sir to please evaluate the program to the competition. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jayashri. I warmly welcome you all to Interschool Science Model Demonstration Competition. The themes given for the competition are water purification, green energy, and global warming. We have 3 teams participating here. Team A, Army Public School, Team B, Sika School number 2, and Team C, the Millennium School. The rules for the competition is simple. Each team will be given 15 minutes. For first 10 minutes, you have to present your model, followed by 5 minutes for your question and answer session. We have 3 judges here, Dr. Selvam Venkateshan, Dr. Tridip Kumar Sharma, and Dr. Rajesh Kumar. And you will be judged based on your presentation skill, clarity of idea, and question and answer session. If you have any query regarding the rules, you may please ask. If no queries, I'll proceed. So Team A, the Army Public School, you can start your model presentation.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Can we start?
Hello.
Can we start, ma'am?
Yes.
Start.
Water. Water is a very precious resource available on Earth. Our Earth consists of 71% of water. Still, the prices are there. The water which is used in the houses and the buildings.
You're not audible clearly.
Not audible. Come closer. Come closer.
So, for the Science Day competition, our topic is water purification. Water. Water is a very precious resource available on Earth. Our Earth consists of 71% of water. Still, the prices are there. Do you know? Because the humans are wasting the water in many forms. The human beings are wasting water in such a way that the water which is used in the houses and buildings is either thrown or wasted. So, to stop the wastage of water and to reuse the wastewater, we the school students of APS Mahu are here with our model of water purification. So, first, let us begin with our model. Firstly, the wastewater from the houses and buildings comes to our water purification plant, from which it is transferred to the brass screen tank, in which the bars are installed, which stops the big items like cans, fresh bottles, etc. And the unfresh water is then moved to the grit removal tank. In this grit removal tank, the flow of water is very slow so that the big objects settle down here and the water is then transferred to the sedimentation tanks. The water which is transferred from the grit removal tank comes to the sedimentation tank, and here it is kept undisturbed for some time so that the small particles in the water will settle down. Now, Varsha will be here to explain you that how electricity is produced in our water purification plant. In the sedimentation tank, in
the sedimentation tank, the small particles are settled down and are transferred to the digestion tank. In the digestion tank, this water along with the particles and the humus from the secondary clarifier are converted into hydroelectricity, as it contains a turbine inside it from which the electricity is produced, and now the electricity is transferred to energy production tank from which it will be reused in the houses and buildings in the form of light. So that is how the electricity is produced. Now, to explain how the sand is produced through this model, Babita will continue the model. As you have heard it, Basha, the particles are transported from the sedimentary tanks to the digestion tank. Now, when the water is converted into hydroelectricity, the remaining particles will be crushed inside the digestion tank and will be formed into sand. Now, this sand can be used for many construction purpose or maybe can be sold. This is how the sand is formed. Now, how water is purified will be explained by Rashika. As you have seen that the water from the grit removal tank moves to the sedimentation tank, smaller particles settle at the bottom and the rest of the water moves to the aeration tank. In the aeration tank, air bubbles are formed. Due to them, the gases which are present in the water, such as the radon, hydrogen, methane, are released back in the air. Also, the metals present in water are oxidized due to this. The next stage is the biological treatment stage, where anaerobic bacteria are present, such as the rhizobium bacteria, which create the waste material into humus material. Then the water with humus moves to the secondary clarifier tank, where the humus is moved on to the digestion tank, and the rest of the water is moved to the filtration tank. In the filtration tank, there are 3 layers of sand, which are the firstly the fine sand layer, second the coarse sand layer, and at the last the gravel layer. Due to this, the smallest particles present in the water also can be left behind. The purified water then moves to the disinfection tank, where where the microorganisms present in the water are to be deactivated or killed. So to do this, chlorine dioxide, or ozone is used in a chemical process to deactivate or kill the microorganisms, whereas in the physical processes, ultraviolet light, heat, and electronic radiation are used for the same purpose. Then lastly, the purified water moves to the fields and also the drinkable water moves back to the cities, villages, towns. Thank you.
By using this process, we can save a lot of water and may form a lot of resources like electricity, sand, and purified water.
Hope you have liked our presentation.
Thank you.
Nice work on your presentation, Army Public School. Now let's move on to question and answer session. Please switch on your camera.
Hello.
Army Public School, please
Yes,
switch on your
Master.
camera.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, good, very good effort for this. Can you please elaborate a little bit on whether you were focusing more on water purification or on power generation?
We are focusing more on water purification than power resources, because power can be supplied from other resources too, but the water is mainly the reason for this project.
Okay.
So you have, for example, like small metal ions, right? So those are present in water. and many a times, many of the diseases are occurring due to the excess amount of metal salt in water. So what precautionary measure you have taken to remove this excess metal salt? For example, like arsenic or, many other, okay, lead and all these things. So do you have any, in your project work, do you have any way how to get recovered from these metal salts?
So in the aeration tanks, the metals will be oxidized and it will transfer to the secondary clarifier, and then the digestion will come and take place, and then it will be transferred to the center.
Metal will be oxidized to
Yes, sir.
what form?
So due to the air bubbles which are getting up from the aeration tanks in the sky.
No, one metal salt, if it gets oxidized, then what you will get?
So the purified water we will get.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it was a very nice presentation. So, shall I ask you a very basic question about water?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why water is liquid and not gas?
So because it is a compound made up of H2 and because it flows.
Because of flow.
It has fluidity.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell any other planet where there is water other than Earth?
No, sir. Earth only consists of water.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, see, what's your name?
Sir Ravish.
Sir Amish. See, you're working on purification of water, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, so that means that you are taking some water which is not pure. Can you tell us what are the things that make water impure?
So the trashes, the chemicals inside that, the bacteria that makes the water unpurified.
But water actually contains all these things, and that is required up to some extent. There is a
So the
limit up to
chemicals
which
are not
we should
required in water.
purify the water.
So can you repeat?
Yeah, see, there in water, all these things should be there in limited amount. If we purify the water, then it's not good for us to drink. Do you know that?
Sir, I know that. So for
Ah,
that, the water will not be for drinking. The water will be for farming, irrigation system, and household works.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Army Public School, please do send us a photo of your model and the participants in that competition. Thank you for participating. Now let's move on to Team B, Sika School number 2. You can start your presentation.
We'll send you the photo of the model. Thank you.
A photo of model and the participants. Team B, Sika School number 2. You can start your presentation. Sika School number 2, we are waiting for you.
Yes, sir.
All the best, guys. You can start your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Our topic is eutrophication. Eutrophication is a big word that describes a big problem in our nation. Harmful algae blooms and fishes kill are the result of eutrophication only. This occurs due to the excessive amounts of nutrients present in the water. This enriches the carbon dioxide level in the water, which leads to the kill of fishes and plants, and then they decomposes in the water, leading to formation of acid, and this process is known as acidification. Now my friend will continue the project.
Good morning to one and all present over here. I will give you the project details. In this project, we all have created a simple and basic structure that can be used effectively in lowering the content of phosphorus for eutrophication in small water bodies. All calculations are based on existing studies. Although our project is very simple and basic, it can be used effectively in future for more developed and complex versions. We have also compared the price of the solutions in the market with existing ones, and we found that the cost is less than 20 times the minimal cost of reusing. So it will be very easy and great for developing economies which cannot afford the price of present existing solutions in the market. Now my friend will continue.
Our project is mainly targeted towards the small freshwater bodies such as lakes and ponds, as there is so much amount of phosphorus nutrients in it. So it is the primary cause of eutrophication. I have used water cabbage as it has been a common part all over the world. It can be found and has an efficiency to absorb the phosphorus nutrients. Also, it is edible after the use. My objective is that we can reduce the amount of nutrients by growing weeds in the highly way to prevent eutrophication. Now my friend will give you the further details.
The innovation of our project is unconventional use of phytoremediation to combat eutrophication in small freshwater bodies. The concept of our project is very simple. It is highly sustainable and cheap to reproduce. This is a good option for developing countries where there is problem of eutrophication and they cannot afford due to existing high value of existing solutions. The most popular solution for removing of phosphorus cost over 4,000 to 5,000 Indian rupee per cubic meter. Although our project takes longer time to achieve similar result, it is 20 times less to make and can be used again and again without any cost. Also, the design is made in a way that we can produce from everyday object. But for more advanced and effective design, we can make it later with same concept. Imaginary pond. Using the result from the experiment, we can predict approximate result for an imaginary pond whose dimension is 100 by 60 meters with depth of 1 meter.
Sika School number 2, sorry to interrupt, but are you presenting? Are you sharing your slides?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, sharing slides.
Could you please share your screen so that we all could see your presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it is sharing from another device.
Okay. Please do click that share option and share that presentation with us.
Ma'am, share.
Don't panic, you have time. Take your time. At the bottom, you could see start
Yes,
video,
ma'am.
mute, and share. Please click on share. Yeah.
Imaginary pond. Using the result from the experiment, we will predict approximate result for an imaginary pond whose dimension is 100 by 60 meters with the depth of 1 meter. The average water temperature will be 25 to 36 degrees Celsius. Since our main goal is to reduce phosphorus, we will mostly study the data related to it. We will consider the total phosphorus to be 1.7 milligram per liter, which is a good amount for a polluted water body. The value of good ecological status for total phosphorus is at 0.1 milligram per liter to prevent eutrophication. Our starting value is 17 times of that. Now I will give to Akshat to continue.
Structure of pea remover. Water cabbages. Yes, ma'am. Structure of pea remover. Water cabbages are contained inside a circular rubber plastic water tube, which have an internal radius of around 45 centimeter. This tube will be filled with air to allow it to float in water. It will have 50 water cabbages inside it. Since water cabbage are an invasive species, they can spread quickly if not contained properly. To prevent this from happening, we will separate them by a layer of net around them. Seeds of these plants are around 2 meter thick, so we need we need a net with less than 1 millimeter of space between its fiber will be used. This structure can either be left to just float in water, or it can be an heavy object can be used as an anchor for it to stay in one place. Now my friend Akshat will give you the rest information.
Results. There are 33 such structures for a period of 20 days. The project will go for 60 days and the cabbages must be replaced after each period. The structures will float around a small area because they will float around us because they are tied to a heavy things like anchor. So they will cover the majority of the area and do not get stick together. From the referred experiment, we can get good results. Total phosphorus content has decreased from 1.7 mg per liter to 0.2 mg per liter. There is an increase in the dissolved oxygen level and the nitrogen concentration has been decreased by little. Large number of water lattice can block gas water interference, so it is taken care that it does not affect the dissolved oxygen level. Disposal. It can be used as a food or fodder for animals and can also be used properly to make manure. Thank you.
Nice work, guys. So now let's move on to question and answer session.
Okay, Akshat. So that was a good work that you did. See, you said phosphorus needs to be removed, right?
Yes, sir.
Why should that be done? What's wrong
Because
with
algae bloom caused by the two main nutrition in the water. One is nitrogen, second is
Sorry,
phosphorus.
I didn't get. Why phosphorus needs to be removed?
Because nitrogen is abundant in the water and it is present in a high quantity.
You are not audible.
Hello, sir.
No, you are not audible.
You're not audible.
Hello.
Now you can speak.
Okay, sir. Nitrogen is more abundant in water than phosphorus, and
No,
it is harder.
phosphorus.
Yes, sir. Nitrogen is more abundant in water than phosphorus and easily can absorb by water by the atmosphere. Phosphorus is the one that is efficient, and we can remove phosphorus easily than nitrogen, and it can prevent from algae bloom to happen.
And where does that this phosphorus come from?
Sir, it is come from many fertilizers that is used by the farmer and wash off to the pond or a lake, or it is generally come by trees, absorbed by trees, and decompose into water.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, you on your presentation at many places you have written something like some name and it all dot 2020 or something. Do you
Yes,
know
sir.
what?
Yes, sir. It is a
What is
research done by many people in the world, and we are supporting the concept behind with using result of those people.
Okay, good. Okay,
It is a working project, sir. Thank you, sir.
good. Thanks.
Sir, I can now stop presenting. Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the phosphates, so as you are saying that they are harmful to bodies, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To water bodies. How they are harmful and what
Sir,
is the amount, tolerable amount?
okay, sir. Because of phosphate and nitrogen, algae bloom can happen anywhere in the water bodies, and this can lead to a acidic body, which are not suitable for fishes and drinking water. We can remove by phosphorus and make it happen so the water body is a pure.
No, but the phosphates are also being used as a fertilizer, right? You know
Yes,
about.
sir. Yes, sir. In plants,
The
yes.
fertilizers are used for the plants so that they can grow quickly, right?
Yes, sir.
So if phosphates are there in water bodies, then there are many underground plants and underwater plants and everything. So they might get benefited by this phosphorus or the
No, sir.
phosphate.
No, sir, because in the underbody brown body, they absorb phosphorus with the water bed in the lake, and the phosphorus in the water generally cause to algae bloom, which significantly decrease the number of plants and animal in the body.
Okay.
Generally, underground plants you were talking about is absorb phosphorus in its water bed, which is enriched in phosphorus and any other minerals. They do not use the phosphorus in the water. The water phosphorus is generally used by algae to algae bloom, which we have explained already.
Do you know about the corals, how they are formed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What are those?
Corals are generally living organism formed by absorbing water minerals such as calcium and dyes, and another layer of coral form among them, which significantly led them to grow in a big number size. They are
No,
generally
no.
micro.
With calcium, there will have to be some counter anions, right?
Yes, sir.
What are the counter anions?
Uh, so let me just think. Sir, I think phosphorus, potassium, these are counter
Yeah,
anions.
phosphates, not phosphorus.
Oxygen, oxygen or carboxylic acid.
Phosphates or carbonates, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Which causing them. This also helps them to make cell in animals. Shell.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
You have more questions. So can you tell at least two phosphate compounds that are cause of eutrophication in the water body?
Yeah, sir. Sorry, no, I don't know, sir. That.
Huh?
No,
Okay.
sir, I don't know that.
Okay. So because of these water plants, so the oxygen decreases in the lake, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That is what you said.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So generally oxygen or CO2 is taken through the
No,
chloroplast. Is it?
no, no, sir.
No.
No.
So how does
Sir,
the plant take CO2?
sir, in a eutrophication, generally phosphate and nitrogen are absorbed by algae, which generally consume oxygen to produce carbon dioxide by anaerobic process.
So how these plants decrease the concentration of oxygen in water?
Because, sir, due to lack of sunlight and because of lack of sunlight and acidification of the water, the pH of the water decreases, which is not inhabitable by the uh, plant body, and fishes die, which provide less carbon dioxide to the body.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Now let's move on to Team C, the Millennium School. You can start your presentation. Sika School number 2, please do send us a photograph of your model along with the participants. Thank you. Team C, the Millennium School, you can start your presentation.
Can we share a video?
Yeah, sure. Video is not audible.
Very harmful for the environment. Also results in global warming.
Please play the video from the beginning, please.
Aditi, it's so hot here. It's hot. John, the AC. Don't you know that the ACs produce harmful emissions such as the CFCs, which are really harmful for the environment? It also results in global warming.
Global warming refers to increase in temperature, which is caused due to increase in temperature and absorbing of sun's heat in the atmosphere.
Global warming is caused due to greenhouse gases such as nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide, and methane gas. So we can see that these gases are very harmful for the environment, and we need to replace cooling appliances such as ACs with Kardam Karishma. You all must be wondering, what is Kardam Karishma? So it means mud in Sanskrit, and Karishma is miracle, mud miracle. So here we are with our
The Millennium School, interrupt. Like the audio in your video is not clear. So. Are you facing any network problem there?
Just a second.
अटकेंगे और क्या होगा? And then the sand is filled into the gap between these pots. After that, we have watered the sand till it becomes filled. After that, we have passed 3 pipes through both of these pots. Then we have placed a fan on the top of it, which will collect the surrounding air and then will send this air inside the pot. And by evaporation causes cooling method, this warm air will be converted into cool air, and then finally the cool air will be released into the environment through these pipes. So we measured the room temperature earlier, and it was 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And after we started Kardam Karishma, let us see what the temperature is. So we can see that it is 64.7 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is how it works. As she told, this type of system are used in the small scale industries. For the large scale industries, we have a honeycomb-like structure. In this system, the pipes are structured vertically, pass the air through it. It is structured in the form of which are made to and line, and through this the water passes through it vertically. Then the pipe cools due to evaporative cooling. When the hot air passes through cylindrical pipe, the water cools down. Drop the temperature zero. Oh, this is such a okay. Great idea. We should all use Kardam Karishma in our day-to-day life. So let us all replace Kardam Karishma instead of cooling appliances such as ACs. This reduces our dependency on air conditioning system, resulting in reduction in greenhouse gas emission. This also connects us to our rich heritage and culture. Thank you.
To present, just to present what
Yes, sir.
done in the video.
The Millennium School, whatever we have done in the video, can you present it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Please do. Thanks.
So as you can see that there are two pots in here and one is placed between them, and we have filled the sand between the gap of the two, and we poured water into the sand so that it becomes wet, and then we poured water into the middle of the pot, and we attached a fan on the above of it, as you can see over here, so that after 10 or 15 minutes the air gets cold and it passes through the pipes and then to the surroundings. So we check the temperature before. The room temperature before was 79°F, and after we started our model, which is Kardam Karishma, the temperature was 64°F.
Okay, what is the aim of this project?
The aim of our project is to replace cooling appliances such as ACs with naturally cooling systems.
Okay, but you are using a fan, right?
Yes.
So what is the what the fan will do to the overall cooling effect? What is the purpose of the fan?
Sir, the fan just helps the air to pass through the pipes with a little bit more pressure.
It collects the air from the surroundings and the air passes through the pots.
It will convert the warm air into the cool air, and by the evaporation process cooling method, the cool air will pass through these pipes in the environment.
Okay, okay. So which law of thermodynamics is applied here? Can you tell me?
First law of thermodynamics.
Okay, see, you said that you want to replace ACs, right?
Yes.
Why? What's wrong with the ACs?
Because as we all know that ACs produce harmful emissions such as the CFCs, which are really harmful for the environment, and it also results in global warming. So to reduce that, and it also uses a lot of electricity. So that's why we are introducing naturally cooling systems.
I think, do you know, ACs, they don't only cool the places. There are other functions that AC takes care of. Its purpose of AC is not only to cool the area. Do you know anything else that an AC does except cooling something? Okay, no problem. Okay, Professor Venkat.
So when you pass that air, which is at high temperature, so it undergoes cooling, isn't it? That is what you said?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So what is this process called? Can you name the process?
Sir, evaporative cooling.
Huh?
Evaporative cooling.
Okay. So you also said about global warming. So can you tell at least one or two name of the gases that are responsible for global warming?
Nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide, methane, fluorinated gases.
Okay. What is the source of methane on Earth?
Bacteria methanogas.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Good work, guys. Please do send us a photo of your model along with the participants. I would like to thank Army Public School, Sika School number 2, and the Millennium School for the active participation. I would also like to appreciate each and every participant for their amazing work. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Jayasree, for successfully conducting the model demonstration. And a big thanks to the participant of Army Public School, Sikka School number 2 and the Millennium School for your wonderful model demonstration. Thank you so much, guys.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, where should we send the video?
By mail.
The mail.
Okay. Kindly, yes. Kindly send your video by the mail in the email ID camclub@iiti.ac.in.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच। कार्यक्रम की कड़ी को आगे जोड़ते हुए हम आपको ले चलते हैं भौतिक विज्ञान अर्थात फिजिक्स की सैर पर। चुंबक की व्याख्या, अपवर्तन परावर्तन का सार, गति के नियम और कई घटनाओं का विस्तार। यही नहीं रुकती भौतिकी की कहानी, आओ जाने इसे हम महान भौतिज्ञ की जुबानी। Please welcome Professor Rajesh Kumar sir for physics demonstration. Sir, okay. Please welcome Professor Rajesh Kumar sir.
See, physics. Chalu. See, physics is something we cannot get rid of. I don't think anybody tries to get rid of physics, but still, many people may like it, many people may not like it, right? Physics. But the good thing about physics is you cannot survive without it, whether you know physics or you don't know physics, because physics tells us, except the spirituality, that whether you believe something or you don't believe something, it will remain and it will act upon, right? So for example, the gravity. So if you say, no, I don't believe in gravity, but you
Good morning,
say
everyone.
that you believe in gravity or you don't believe in gravity, gravity will do its role. If you say that, okay, I don't believe in gravity, and you jump off the roof, you will know that gravity is there and gravity works. It doesn't work like that. So belief system doesn't work here. And that's the first thing that physics tells. And physics, and just a small thing, because what I see is many people here from chemistry, many times we see what physics is, right? And then we talk about metaphysics. So physics, what physics is, that physics is something which deals with the physical quantities. And many times we ask also, what are physical quantities? That measurable quantities are physical quantities. Any quantity which you can measure, happiness you cannot measure. So that's not a matter of physics. Okay. So happiness is not in physics. Love is also not in physics. Hate either is not in physics. So only measurable quantities are the physical quantities, and these are the only things which comes in the domain of physics. Since and when these were prepared for physics students at the school level, or the science students rather at the school level. So these are very basic things related to the conductivity and charges and Ohm's law also. So this is a very small base, materials and device. So this is a measurable quantity, materials and device. MAD is not a measurable quantity. But this MAD is a measurable quantity, which means materials and device, the performance of materials and devices that we measure. So now this video, hope this works well. And thanks to the whole MAD lab team, most of us are here. So now you can play the video and enjoy. That is mainly for the school kids, but we all have kids inside us, so we can we can enjoy that as well. Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, thanks.
Wish you a very happy Science Day. आज हम आपको साइंस डे के उपलक्ष्य पे कुछ विद्युत से रिलेटेड कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करके दिखाएंगे। तो ये देखिए हमारा फर्स्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट, जिसमें आप देखेंगे कि हमने कागज के छोटे छोटे टुकड़े काट करके डायरी पर बिखेर दिए हैं। तो जैसे ही हम किसी इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल को हम अपने बालों से रब करेंगे, तो उसमें क्या होगा कि चार्ज एक्यूमुलेट होगा, जिससे कि ये कागज के टुकड़े उसमें चिपकने लगेंगे। सो आप देखिए, जैसे ही हमने ये पेन को उन कागज के टुकड़ों के ऊपर लगाया, तो कागज के टुकड़े उस पर चिपकने लगे। फिर जैसे ही हम इसको एक कपड़े की सहायता से अगर पोंछ देते हैं, तो आप देखेंगे कि अब ये कागज के टुकड़े चिपकना बंद हो गए। तो फिर से अगर हम दोबारा करके देखते हैं, जैसे ही हमने इसको रब किया, तो फिर से चार्जेस के एक्यूमुलेशन की वजह से ये फिर से इसमें चिपकने लग गए। अब हम देखते हैं, ये हमारा दूसरा एक्सपेरिमेंट है। तो जैसे ही हम इस सर्किट को कंप्लीट करेंगे, तो ये जो बीच में बल्ब लगा हुआ है, ये बल्ब हमें जलने लगेगा। हमने यहाँ पर कोई बैटरीज ले रखी हैं, और ये जो दो नॉब हैं, ये अभी एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड नहीं है। तो जैसे ही हम एक ये लोहे की रॉड से इसको कनेक्ट करते हैं, तो ये देखिए कि बल्ब जलने लगता है। तो जैसे ही अगर हम इसे हटा देंगे, तो ये बल्ब बुझ जाएगा। ये जैसे ही हमने लगाया, तो फिर से ये जलने लग गया। अब हम इस लोहे की रॉड की जगह पे एक लकड़ी की रॉड लेते हैं, तो आप देखेंगे कि ये बल्ब नहीं जल रहा है, क्योंकि लकड़ी जो है विद्युत धारा को प्रवाहित होने में सहायता नहीं करती। जैसे ये वैसे ही जैसे लकड़ी नहीं करती, एक पेन की सहायता से भी हम करके देखते हैं, तो पेन भी की वजह से भी ये बल्ब नहीं जलता है। रबर बैंड भी एक कंडक्टिंग मटेरियल नहीं है, जिससे कि ये बल्ब नहीं जल रहा। अब हम एक एल्यूमिनियम की रॉड लेते हैं, फॉयल ले रहे हैं, जिसको हम इन दो नॉबों से कनेक्ट कर देंगे। तो एल्यूमिनियम एक कंडक्टिंग मटेरियल होता है, तो जिससे कि पूरा का पूरा सर्किट कंप्लीट हो जाता है और ये बल्ब जलने लगता है। तो अब हम देखते हैं कि अब हमने इस फॉयल को तोड़ दिया। जैसे ही हमने तोड़ा, तो ये बुझ गया बल्ब। तो ये एक स्विच की तरह काम करने लगता है। ये हमारा तीसरा एक्सपेरिमेंट है, जो एक जनरेटर है। जो जनरेटर क्या करता है कि मैकेनिकल एनर्जी को इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट करता है। तो यहाँ पर को हम पुली को जैसे ही अपने हाथों से इसको घुमा रहे हैं, तो आप देखेंगे ये जो एलईडी लगी हुई है, ये जलने लग रही है। तो इसका मतलब ये है कि हमने मैकेनिकल एनर्जी को इलेक्ट्रिकल में कन्वर्ट कर दिया। तो ये सब हमारे टीम मेंबर्स हैं, जिन्होंने हमारी हेल्प करी इन सारी वीडियोस को बनाने के लिए। So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, and his team for presenting the concept of physics in a most simplest manner. To proceed further, कुछ सोचो, कुछ समझो, कुछ देखो, कुछ जानो, प्रश्नों के संग लो, पर अर्थों को इनके मानो, उत्तर देकर अपनी बारी, जितने की तुम करो तैयारी. To this context, I would like to call Ms. Bhavna, PhD scholar, to organize quiz competition.
स्ट्रेच करके देखो, स्ट्रेच करो इसको।
All of you, please turn your video on. All schools, please turn on your video.
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, teachers. We are from Army Public School.
Good morning, teachers. We are from KV School.
I'm from Pita Senior Secondary School number 2.
Good morning, everyone. We're from the Millennium.
Good morning, everyone. So I am Bhavna, further holding the quiz competition. Based on the number of participants, we have divided all the schools in 5 teams. So team A is Sikka Senior School number 3. Team B is Sikka School number 2. Team C is Army Public School. Team D is Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore. And the last team E is the Millennium School. Please note down your team name correspond to your school name. Now, before proceeding the quiz competition, I will let you know the rules of the competition. So let's suppose if I am offering a question to the team number 1, then they have to give their answer in within 30 seconds for 20 marks. For each correct answer, team 1 will get 20 marks. If team 1 is not able to give their answer in the prescribed time interval, then it will become a bonus question for the next team 2. And they have to give their correct answer in 10 seconds for 10 marks. Otherwise, it will be a further pass to team 3, and the team 3 have to give their correct answer in next 10 seconds for 5 marks. After that, the bonus passed question will not be considered further for the next team. The chain will be terminated here and the next question will come. We will play the same 7 rounds for the same time intervals with the same markings. Hope you all are able to understand the rules of the competition. If anyone have any doubt, please let me know. Okay, let's start the round number 1. So all the teams are ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Please don't interfere with another team, otherwise -5 marks will be deducted in case of your interference. So our first question is for team A. Can you tell full name of this famous Indian scientist? And your timing starts now. Team A. Sikka Senior School number 3. This is for you. So your timing is over actually, and this is the bonus question for team B.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Miss Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman.
Am I audible?
Am I audible now?
So team B, your answer is correct. So the correct answer is C.V. Raman. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. So the next question is for Sikha school number 2. And the question is, I am the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes, as well as the only person to win in multiple sciences. So what's her name?
Marie Curie.
Yeah, this is the correct. Now the next question is for Army Public School. And the question is, here are some facts about a very famous Indian scientist. Can you guess the full name? Sold newspapers to support his family in childhood. Was honored with the highest civilian award by the government of India. Later became the first citizen of India. So what's his name?
APJ Abdul Kalam, Abul Fakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam.
Okay. Your answer is correct. So the next question is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore. Who is the missile woman of India?
Kalpana Chawla. Missile.
It's a wrong answer. So the correct answer is Dr. Teshi Thomas. नहीं सर wrong पे पास नहीं करने सर options Now the next question is for the Millennium School. Who was the first Indian woman in space?
It's Kalpana Chawla.
So the winner of the round first is the team B, that is the Sikha school number 2, and the overall score is 35. And on the second position, team C and team E are there, that is the Sikha, Army Public School and the Millennium School. So next proceed the round 2. This is for the Sikha school number 3. Neil Armstrong was the first person on the moon. Name his spacecraft.
Apollo 11. Apollo 11.
So this is the right answer. And the next question is for Sikha school number 2. On which planet in the solar system does the sun rise in the west and set in the east? Sikha school number 2.
Venus. Venus.
Yeah, okay, this is the correct one. Next question is for Army Public School. Which mirror is used in street light reflectors?
Concave mirror.
Words, can you please repeat it?
Concave mirror.
It's a wrong answer. Any guess? Other team? So the right answer is convex mirror. Next question is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore. Who invented first steam engine? Kendriya Vidyalaya? Have you any idea?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this passes to the Millennium School. This is the bonus question.
It is James Watt.
No, it's wrong. Any other team?
Can we?
No. Sure, okay. Okay. Yeah, you can tell. What's the right answer?
Thomas Avery.
Yeah, it's right. The Millennium School. Who has given this right answer?
Sikka School, number 2.
So slide पे So the next question is for the Millennium School. Which force causes this effect?
Electrostatic force.
Yeah, this is the correct answer. So total scoring after round 2 for Sikka school number 3, the total score is 40. 20 plus 20 को लिखा है। कैसे कैलकुलेशन कर रहे हो? Team A, your score is Sikka school number 3, your score is 20. And Team B, Sikka school number 2, your score is 65. Army Public School, your score is 20. And the Millennium School, your score is 40.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Let's proceed for round 3. This question is for Sikka school number 3. Which type of battery is used in mobile phone?
Lithium ion battery.
Yeah, this answer is correct. Next question is for Sikka school number 2. Decibel is the unit used for
Sound.
Yeah, correct answer. And the next question is for Army Public School. The credit of this experiment goes to
Rutherford.
correct answer. Next question is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore. What is the name of reddish yellow colored chemical compound on the nails?
Rust.
What?
Rust.
No, you have to tell the chemical compound on the nails. Name of that chemical compound.
Zinc.
No, wrong answer.
Can we answer?
So it passes to the Millennium School. Any idea?
It's ferric oxide.
Yeah. This is the correct answer. Next question is for the Millennium School. Which process is the main source of energy of stars?
Nuclear fusion.
What?
Nuclear energy through nuclear fusion.
Yeah, this one is the correct answer. So after round 3, the scorings are like for team A, Sikka school number 3, the total scores are 40. Sikka school number 2, the scores are 85. Army public school, the scores are 40. And the Millennium school, the scores are 70. So let's proceed for round 4. So this question is for Sikka school number 3. Which of the following is a colligative property? Vapor pressure, osmotic pressure, refractive index, none of the above.
Osmotic pressure.
Yeah, correct answer. Next question is for Sikka school number 2. The HCF of two numbers A and B is 15 while their LCM is 30. What is the value of A multiply B?
Option C, 450.
Yeah, this one is the correct answer. Now the next question is for Army Public School. And the question is, which of the following will not result in variation among siblings? Option A is independent assortment of genes, mutation, linkage, crossing over. Your timings is over actually. This will pass to Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore.
It's option A, independent assortment of genes.
It's wrong answer actually. Any guess? Any other team?
Ma'am, linkage.
Yeah, this one is the correct. So the next question is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore. Covaxin is developed by option A is Bharat Biotech, option B is Serum Institute of India, Pfizer and AstraZeneca.
Option B, Serum Institute of India.
It's a wrong answer actually.
Ma'am, can we answer?
So the Millennium School, have you any idea?
Yes, ma'am. It's A, Bharat Biotech.
This is the bonus question for you actually.
It's Bharat Biotech.
Yeah, the answer is correct. And the next question is for the Millennium School. When a point is observed, the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal level where the point being viewed is above the horizontal plane is known as option A is angle of depression, option B is angle of elevation, and C is angle of triangle, and the none of these. The Millennium School, this is for you.
Elevation.
It's B, angle of elevation.
Angle of?
Elevation.
So answer is correct. Yes, sir. So the total scoring after fourth round is for the team B and the team E. They both have got actually the same marks, 115. Team B is the Sikka school number 2 and team is the Millennium school. And team A have scored 60 marks. And Army Public School have scored 40 marks. Let's move to round 5.
Ma'am, because of the network issue, we couldn't give the answer. For independent assortment, we tried but couldn't give the answer.
So the correct answer was linkage actually.
Okay.
So we have also answered the first round, but our voice was not audible to you. And we have chatted
Which
also.
question?
First round, first question. We have answered it correctly.
So next round start.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Please speak loudly if you have any doubt or if you are facing any problem.
Here we are, Sikka school number 3.
Even you can write in the chat box.
We have written in the chat box in the first round, first question.
You just have to write your query. You don't need to write your answers there.
We have answered, but we were not audible to you. We have also written in the chat box.
So let's proceed for round 5. And the first question is for Sikka school number 3. A cylinder and a cone having same radius and height, find the ratio of the volumes of the cylinder to that of the cone. And options are 1:3, 1:2, 3:1, and 2:1.
3:1.
Yeah, this one is the correct answer. Sikka school number 3. Next question is for Sikka school number 2. What was the name of first man-made satellite and which country launched it? Aryabhat and India. Option B is Bhaskara 1 and India. Option C is Sputnik 1 and Russia. And option D is Vanguard 1 and America.
Option C, Sputnik 1 and Russia.
Yeah, correct answer. Next question is for Army Public School. At what temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit equal? -40,
40.
+40, -37, +37.
-40.
Yeah, correct answer. Next question is for Army Public School. The bronze medals are made up of option A is copper, nickel, zinc, and iron. Option B is silver, cobalt, iron, and tin. This is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore.
Ma'am, option A.
Please speak loudly.
Ma'am, option C.
Option A. केंद्रीय विद्यालय के लिए सर.
Option C.
केंद्रीय विद्यालय. What's your answer?
Option C.
Yeah, this one is the correct answer. The next question is for the Millennium School. Eggshells are made up of calcium phosphate, calcium carbonate, calcium hydrogen carbonate, ammonium carbonate.
B, calcium carbonate.
Yeah, correct answer. So the scoring till round 5 is Sikka school number 2 got 135 marks. The Millennium School also got 135 marks. Sikka School number 3 got 80 marks. Army Public School got 60 marks. And the Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore got 20 marks. Let's proceed for round 6. And this question is for Sikka School number 3. Which Indian female scientist worked on pioneering work in protein folding? Sikka School number 3. This is for you. Sikka School number 3. This is for you.
Darshan Ranganathan.
Only 10 seconds left.
Hello.
Sir, abhi time ho gaya actually.
Hello.
Yes.
Darshan Ranganathan. Darshan Ranganathan.
Yeah, correct answer. Next question is for Sikka School number 2. Name the biographical web series based on the lives of two brilliant scientists, Vikram Sarabhai and Homi Bhabha. And the options are aspirants. Option B is Rocket Boys. Option C is the Martian. And the D is the One Strange Rock. This is for Sikka School number 2.
Option B, Rocket Boys.
Correct answer. Now the next question is for Army Public School. Which quantum number gives the shape of orbital? Principal quantum number, spin quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number. Army Public School. This is for you.
C. Azimuthal quantum number.
This is wrong answer actually. So this will be the bonus question for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore.
Option B, spin quantum number.
एजीमुथल सही बोल रहे
सर एक्चुअली उसमें वो गलत था. So your answer is correct. Army Public School. Your answer is correct.
Thank you, ma'am.
The next question is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore.
मैम वो आंसर हमने दिया था.
Which team? Your school name?
Team D, KV.
Ma'am, we have given the answer. Azimuthal square number. Azimuthal quantum number.
Azimuthal is the correct answer.
Yes, ma'am. School gave it.
Actually, Army Public School has given the correct answer. This will not become the bonus question, okay? And the next question is for the Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Which
ma'am.
form of science dealing with the study of structural and cultural traits of human beings? Pomology, anthropology, anthropometry, and anthropology. This one is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore.
Option B.
Option B is the right answer. And the next question is for the Millennium School. What is the escaping velocity of Earth? 11.2 kilometer per second, 9.8 kilometer per second, 11.2 meter per second, 9.8 meter per second.
11.2 kilometer per second.
Yeah, this one is the correct answer. So after round 6, the scorings are like that. Sikka school number 2 and the Millennium School have got 155 marks. Sikka school number 3 got 100 marks. Army Public School got 80 marks and Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore got 40 marks. Let's move for round 7. And so last
round.
This is the last round of the quiz competition. So the first question is for Sikka school number 3. Which of the following is amorphous? Diamond, graphite, glass, common salt.
Salt.
This is for Sikka school number 3.
D. Common salt.
What's your answer?
Common salt.
It's a wrong answer. It's passes to Sikka school number 2. This is the bonus question actually. Sikka school number 2.
It's option C, glass.
Yeah, this one is the correct answer. Next question is for Sikka school number 2. A person sitting in a moving car has kinetic energy, potential energy, both kinetic and potential energy, none of these. This question is for Sikka school number 2.
Option C, both kinetic and potential energy.
No, answer is wrong and it passes to the Army Public School. Any guess?
Ma'am,
Army
potential
Public
energy.
School.
Potential energy.
Yeah, answer is correct. And the correct answer is potential energy. Next question is for Army Public School. In recent times, the biological passport has been of immense use in diagnosis of fatal diseases at a very early stage, understanding the evolution of various organisms, determine the complete genome sequence of an organism, and the last option is eliminating the doping in sports. This question is for Army Public School.
Option C, ma'am, option C.
A, B options.
Determine the complete genome sequence of an organism.
What's your answer?
Option C, ma'am. Ma'am, the third option.
Third option. So this one is the wrong answer. And it will proceed for the Millennium School. This is the bonus question for you. The Kendriya Vidyalaya.
This question is for bonus question for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore.
Option A, diagnosis of fatal diseases at a very early stage.
Answer is not correct actually. So the correct answer is eliminating the doping in sports. Next question is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore. Who among the following first synthesized the gene in laboratory? Arthur Kornberg, Hargobind Khorana, Grigor Mendel, Watson and Crick. This is for Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Indore.
Option C.
Wrong answer. Pass to next.
So this one is the bonus question for the Millennium School. The Millennium School?
It's B. Hargobind Khorana.
Yeah, correct answer. And the last question for the last round is for Team E, the Millennium School. Penicillin is obtained from which of the following? Bacteria, fungus, algae, lichen.
It's B. Fungi. Yes.
Yes, correct answer. लास्ट राउंड की स्कोरिंग तो नहीं बताई, अभी नहीं बताई। So the sir actually वो ये कर देती हूँ, स्कूल का है। So the highest score is obtained by the Millennium School, that is 190 marks. And on the second position is the Sikka School number 2, got 170 marks. And on third position, Sikka School number 3 got 100 marks. On the fourth position, Army Public School got 95 marks. On the fifth position, Kendriya Vidyalaya got 40 marks. Now quiz competition is over. Thank you everyone for your active participation. Hope you rise and shine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
अंकित लीव हो गई क्या? लीव हो गई? साइंस क्विज प्रतियोगिता का सफल मंचन करने के लिए हम मिस भावना एंड टीम का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं। साथ ही हम धन्यवाद करते हैं पार्टिसिपेंट्स का जिन्होंने इसको सफल बनाया। आप सबका प्रयास सराहनीय रहा है। आप सभी भविष्य के वैज्ञानिक हैं, इसलिए आपकी उपस्थिति विज्ञान दिवस को संपूर्ण बनाती है। धन्यवाद आप सभी का। Now I request Dr. Deepak sir for result announcement for science model competition. Please, sir.
Thank you, Rina, and I hope all the participants had very nice time, and being in the audience seat, I think we enjoyed your demonstrations. And after the minute judgment and by our judges, we have come to a conclusion like the first model and the first positions for the model demonstration is for Sika School, number 2. And in the second position is Millennium School. And the third position for Army Public School. Thank you all for your participations, and I hand over to Rina. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations to all winners and all participants. Now I would like to call Miss Anusri for vote of thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dee. The main objective of National Science Day is to bring awareness to people about the importance of science in our daily life and to encourage people by popularizing the science and technology. As students, it's our responsibility to honor the invention by contributing greatly to the field of science through innovation. Firstly, we would like to thank the student teams, the principals, and coordinators of various schools, namely Sika Secondary School number 3, Sika School number 2, Army Public School Mo, Kendriya Vidyalaya, IIT Indore, the Millennium School Indore for accepting our invitation and wholeheartedly participating in this event. We would also like to thank expert panel, Professor Rajesh sir, Dr. Tridip sir, and Dr. Venkatesh sir for evaluating the models presented and your feedback. We would like to thank Professor Vishwaru Pathak Sir, HOD, Department of Chemistry, for his gracious presence and his encouragements. We would like to thank Chemistry Outreach Committee for the constant mentorship and supervision to us for organizing this event. We would like to thank all the faculty members, staff, and students for their presence. A big thank you to all the members of Chem Club, Department of Chemistry, for their sincere efforts toward making the event a successful one. Thank you very much for each and everyone who joined the event in both online and offline mode. We would like to have your active participation in our future events also. Thank you so much.
And hope to see everyone offline in the campus next year, right? That is very important. We are hoping that all the schools and the students will be coming to the campus offline next year for the event, okay?
आप सभी प्रतिभागियों से निवेदन है, यदि आपको कुछ बोलना है विज्ञान दिवस के बारे में, अबाउट साइंस डे, देन यू कैन से. Any school? Sikka, school number 2, you want to say something to us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please.
Ma'am, we have given more correct answers in the quiz competition, ma'am.
You are winner. Okay. आप सबने प्रतिभाग किया, कंपटीशन में आपने पार्ट लिया, और भाग लेना ही सबसे बड़ी बात होती है. So you all are winners. Okay. Thank you so much for your participation.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Ma'am, we want to say something on National Science Day.
Okay, please welcome. Please say.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
I'm
morning.
Priyadarshini Suransi. Science Day is celebrated to commemorate the world-famous discovery of the Raman effect by Dr. C.V. Raman, the Nobel Prize winner and Indian physicist. Science is not limited to the study of a particular subject, but scientific temperament should reflect in our everyday life. Science means respect for logic, reason, and rational abilities. Science paves the way for democratic and parliamentary ideas. Science strengthens liberty, equality, and fraternity. Science and truth are the two sides of the same coin. Where people love science, there is no place for conservative ideas, outdated customs, rigidity, and orthodox customs. Science and human dignity go hand in hand. To create scientific temperament, commitment, resolution, determination, and strong willpower is needed. Only fearless and democratic societies can love, respect, and understand the importance of science. At this pious moment, let us pray to God to bring the scientific temperament in our life. Thank you and have a scientific day ahead.
Thank you so much, Sikka School number 2, for sharing your thought with us about science. Science in you, science in us, science is everywhere. So keep thinking about everything inside the science. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you, everyone.